Hello everyone. Welcome to Python for Data Science Part 2 lecture. So in this lecture we are going to understand about the data frame that we are going to see throughout the entire course. So let me first uh, import my libraries Pandas and NumPy, and once done, this is the data frame that we are going to take a look, which is taxi trip pricing. So as you can see that if we hit it would show the top 5 rows by default. It has almost 10 columns. And now let's say if I want to see 8 rows, I can use pass the parameter number as 8 in the head parameter. So I'll get the 8 rows. Let's say I want to see that top bottom 5 rows, I can use tail method to get that. And similarly, if you want to see only 3 rows, the bottom 3, I can pass the 3 into the parenthesis. Let me check this shape of this. I have almost 1000 rows and 11 columns. Let me see the columns here, how many columns I have, the column names. Repeat. Let me see how many columns I have. Once that is done, let me check the info. Basically, this command will tell each and every column how many non-null values it has and what is the type of data it contains. So as you can see, um, it is showing all that data, and you can see most of them have 50 empty null rows we have. Now let me try to convert the passenger count into integer because it can be float, right? So when I try to do that, it is throwing an error. When I check the reason, it is telling that infinity and any numbers can be converted into integer. So what I'll do is now I'll fill with any method and make NAS to 0, and second and convert all the infinite and negative infinity using the replace function and make it as 0. Now if you can now let me rerun the cell to convert them into integer. As you can see, now using the state method I converted into integer. If you check the info now the passenger count is integer. Now let's check the uh, null values for each and every row count. So as you can see, all of them have almost 50 uh, empty rows, empty values, null values. So basically, what this function is doing is dot isNA just creates true or false. As you can see, for each and every element, right? It just says whether that particular uh, element is null or not. So if it is null, it would say as true, as you can see here. If it is not null, it would show as false. So when we aggregate, false would be considered as 0 and true would be considered as 1. So that's how we are getting the null counts over here. And moving to here, instead of isName, we can also use isnull as well. But it is the same kind of functionality as isName. Post this right. Let's say I want to see, uh, I want to drop a weather column. So as you can see, you can use start drop method and pass the rest of columns. And access one basically means applies that drop in column fashion. So as you can see now the drop now the weather is dropped. As I overturn that in temp, right? It won't be the column names won't be impacted. Now let me check the null values again. And now let's check the percentages so that I can see. So the percentages, if you see, right, this is almost 0.05%. So to get it exactly right in percentages, we can use multiply by 100. So now you see, right, we are getting 5%. So for readability purpose, we have multiplying into 100 so that we will get the exact percentages. So basically this one tells that shape of 0 basically means number of rows it has. If you mention 1, it would give column numbers. So now let's drop this 5% force because the impact is very low. So let me drop all the enemies and now let me check the shape. Now I have almost 590 rows. Okay. Now basically this one I'm just adding a state column so that it would be helpful for us to explore in the data part. But after that, right, I'm just storing that into CSV, something like clean, so that I can use this in the other part of the following lectures. Uh, Thank you.